Nobody likes a slow CI/CD pipeline. When working in a monorepo with hundreds of projects, it can be difficult to optimize your CI/CD for performance and efficiency. Sure, you can DIY a crafty solution for it. But why DIY when you can DTE? Nx Distributed Task Execution, DTE, is designed to fully optimize your CI/CD performance. Although configuring DTE for large monorepos can be challenging, it's not impossible. My name is Adrian Baran. I'm a senior software engineer at Cisco. And in this talk, we're going to explore an enterprise experience, where we start off with a DIY solution for CI/CD performance, realize its limitations, and then embark on a bumpy but promising journey towards Nx DTE. Our experience begins with an Nx monorepo. At this time, it has around 150 projects. Our CI/CD setup. CircleCI is our provider. As for our pipelines, well, they do a lot of things. For the sake of simplicity, let's focus on 3 tasks that we run frequently: build, lint, and test. And for those 3 tasks, we use Nx Affected, because we don't want to do all the things for all the projects every time. And at this time, we do not have Nx Cloud. So, what's the deal with our CI/CD performance? Well, it's slow. Even when using Nx Affected, you could be looking at a pipeline time that gets close to an hour to complete. As a result, merges to main are infrequent. And if you get a merge conflict in your pull request, you're not happy. This made all of our developers unhappy, understandably so. Something had to be done. So, we looked at our existing tooling, seeing if there's anything that we can do right away. Sure enough, CircleCI dropped us the following hint. Splitting tests across multiple executors. This got us thinking. Instead of splitting tests, could we split affected projects? After some time experimenting, the short answer is, yes, you can. If you're interested in learning more, take a look at this Medium post that I wrote up explaining what we did and how we did it. And so with that, I introduce to you all the DIY solution. What you see here is an example job that focuses on one task where CircleCI is spinning up a container for each affected project and then running that task for that project. We do this for our 3 tasks, build, lint, and test, everything running in parallel. How did this affect our CI/CD times? We saw an up to 75% reduction in time to complete a pipeline. And this is considering the worst case where all projects are affected. We were thrilled with these results. And that's it. We lived happily ever after, right?
Some time later.
Some time passes. In the beginning of this experience, our monorepo had 150 projects. Well, this monorepo grew to have over 400 projects. So, how's our DIY solution handling this in CI/CD? The DIY solution just continued to make more parallel containers to run for more projects as they are affected. While we saw a little change in performance, we saw a massive change in cost. More projects, more containers, higher cost. We had to get this under control, so we revisited the DIY solution. Thankfully, we made the solution pretty flexible from the start. We were able to set a max number of containers for a task and then distribute the affected projects across those containers. We will then simply run nx run many for whatever projects it receives. Furthermore, not all projects are the same when it comes to their task times. Unfortunately, some projects are much slower than others. Now, the right thing to do would be to refactor those projects so that they run their tasks better. However, it's not easy to have capacity to do such a thing. So until that happens, we modified that project distribution tactic, and we placed the slower running projects into their own containers. This allowed them to chew up all the CPU and RAM without having to share with others. Now with these changes in place, we saw that the cost is a little more under control. However, it's still pretty darn high. Furthermore, we saw that performance took a bit of a hit. I mean, we lost some parallelism and containers have more work to do. Ultimately, we came to realize that the DIY solution, although it works to a certain extent, it doesn't scale too well in terms of cost and performance.
There's got to be a better way.
Thankfully, there is. We have been given the amazing opportunity of trialing NX Cloud Enterprise. In this trial, we wanted to see how our CI/CD performance and cost can improve when enabling the following two features: distributed task execution, also known as DTE, and remote caching. Now, we went ahead and enabled remote caching first as it was much simpler to do. So at this time, we have the DIY solution running with remote caching, and it did bring some improvements. But what kind of improvements can DTE bring us? First, let's understand what DTE is and how it compares to our DIY solution. Now, in the NX documentation for DTE, they first describe a common parallelization strategy known as binning. Binning is where you split your task by type and then run those in parallel. Now, our DIY solution is almost like binning with two key differences. Difference number one, we have no idle times to worry about before task execution. However, we do have some afterwards. The second key difference, we essentially have multiple processes handling our tasks for one or more projects at a time. So, how does DTE differ from these two? DTE effectively makes your parallel processes smarter and more flexible. It does this by, and I quote, assigning individual tasks to agent jobs based on the task average runtime. And this is regardless of task type. Furthermore, your task will be executed in the correct order, and should a task require an artifact from a previous one, it'll be fetched with remote caching. I mean, what's not to like here? Bring on the DTEs. All right, how do we get DTEs? Now, NX has awesome documentation around how to get started. But do you know what's better than awesome documentation? Awesome people. We were on a trial for NX Cloud Enterprise, and throughout this trial, we had world-class support from NX to help us not only get started with DTEs, but get us to where we want to be. That raises an important question. Where do we want to be? Well, I mean, wouldn't we want to just DTE all the things? Yeah, maybe eventually, but let's not forget that we have over 400 projects in our monorepo. It's quite a bit to DTE. It's not impossible, but maybe too ambitious of a first step, especially since this is all new to us. So, how about we start small and then move forward from there? Earlier, we said that we're going to be focusing on 3 tasks: build, lint, and test. And so we actually used that focus to frame this MVP goal. The goal consists of 2 parts. Part 1, to have a CI/CD pipeline that runs build, lint, and test using Nx DTE. And part 2, configure the DTE solution so that it outmatches the DIY solution in terms of performance and cost. And with that, our journey to Nx DTE begins. In order to fully understand how this all works, we thought it'd be best to start from scratch. So we created a little playground for this experiment, and we also wanted to avoid collisions with existing work. We're on a trial. We didn't plan to merge anything around DTEs. We first wanted to learn and understand. So with a fresh slate, we start with what most NX things begin with, a generator. We use a CI workflow generator, specifying that CircleCI is our provider, and we end up with a CI configuration with DTE already set up and ready to run tests, format, build, lint, and test. Great. Does that mean we're done? Not quite. Before we actually start testing the DTE solution, there are a few adjustments that we wanted to make so that it better aligns with what our DIY solution does. So we came up with this short consistency checklist and started working through it. Checklist item number 1, we want to use the same Docker image because a consistent environment is pretty important. Next, we want to install our node modules once and then store and restore from cache. This is what our DIY solution does because, at least for us, installing dependencies can take minutes. So let's save as much time as we can. If you want to learn more on how to do this in CircleCI, check out that config best practices dependency caching blog post by CircleCI. And third, ensure that we're calling our tasks with the appropriate options. The generated CI config only added option CI and code coverage to the test task. However, that's not exactly how we run our tests in the DIY solution. So we ensure that we had all the proper options set for all of our tasks. So that's a consistency checklist out of the way, but there's one more thing to look at, and that is levels of parallelism. When it comes to parallelism, we first want to consider the number of agents. This corresponds to the number of parallel processes in your CI/CD pipeline. By default, this is set to 3. In the case of CircleCI, you end up with 3 instances of the NX Cloud agent job. Then, we want to look at the parallel level per task. This corresponds to the number of projects to run a task for at a time. And you can set different values for the different tasks. Looking at the CircleCI config, you can adjust the number of agents by expanding that ordinal parameter array and then updating the agent count in the orchestrator job. Then, you can adjust the parallel level per task as needed. Now, last year, Rarish and Alton, wherever you are, shout out to you, did this awesome talk on rethinking CI bottlenecks with distributed execution. Something that really stuck with me from this talk was having this dial, where we can turn the number of agents up or down depending on your needs. And so, my friends, let's crank this dial, shall we? Crank the dial, we did. We were ready to party. We hit the play button in our CI/CD pipeline, and we were stoked to see how it all goes. We stared at our CircleCI pipeline, getting hyped to see the agent jobs passing. And as we approach the final result, okay. Let's see if we can figure out what happened. So, CircleCI says that the orchestrator job failed. We look in the jobs logs, and it gives us a handy link to the run in NX Cloud. NX Cloud says, hey, some projects have failing tests. Well, this was unexpected, because when you drill into the failed test tasks, the logs are saying, hey, all the tests are passing. Well, then why are the jobs failing? After verifying locally that the tests are indeed passing, we thought, is this a ghost from the past where we had a resource problem and it was causing tests to fail? So, maybe we should try more agents? We went ahead and turned the dial a little more and tried again. But unfortunately, we were seeing the same behavior, and for different projects too. We were befuddled and stuck and didn't know what to do. But we had no fear, because NX was here. We reached out to NX. We shared links to our runs in NX Cloud. We explained what we saw, what we tried. They were quick to confirm that, yes, resource exhaustion is a likely cause of these silent failures. Great. How do we fix it? NX suggested that we keep everything as one-to-one as possible with our DIY solution. Now, while we did that with that consistency checklist, we can do just a little bit more. And we proceeded to make 2 more adjustments to our DTE setup. The first is upping the agent resource class to 2XL so that there's more CPU and RAM to use for the agents. Now, our DIY solution uses a variety of resource classes, with 2XL being the largest. So let's just go ahead and use that for all the agents. We'll see what the cost impact is later. For now, let's just get something working. As for the second adjustment, remember how we modified that DIY solution to place slower running projects into their own containers? We can do something similar here. We can break out slower projects from a task in DTE using the exclude option. And then we can create separate jobs to run those excluded tasks, and they'll run just like they do in the DIY solution. Those jobs will run in parallel to DTE. We're essentially creating an Nx DTE hybrid solution. Now, this strategy is now without some drawbacks, the biggest one being tracking logs and outputs. When running your tasks with DTE, all of your results are available in NX Cloud. However, for the broken out projects, you're going to be looking at CircleCI for your output because NX Cloud will not know about these projects. It's a little annoying, but perhaps a small price to pay. Because regardless, the pass and fail statuses of our pipelines and our GitHub checks will still be valid. So, with these new changes in place, let's give it another whirl. Can we get a successful CI/CD pipeline using DTE? We see that the agent jobs are passing, just like they did before. But as we approach the final result, we did it! We achieved part 1. of our MVP goal, to have a CI/CD pipeline that runs build, lint, and test using Nx DTE. However, we were not done yet. There's still some time left in our trial, and so we use this time to focus on part 2 of our MVP goal. Configure the DTE solution so that it outmatches the DIY solution in terms of performance and cost. In this time, we were able to make 2 optimizations. The first comes from our NX friend Alton, who shared a little secret with us. NX is open source, and they use CircleCI. In their own configuration, you'll see that when running checks, lint, test, and build, they start the tasks in parallel so that the agents can be saturated with work more often. It's very easy to apply, so we went ahead and did it. As for the second optimization, we went back to turning that dial. We learned that depending on your monorepo, you may benefit from having more agents with lower parallelism. It all comes down to agent utilization, and that will vary across monorepos. You can view your agent utilization in NX Cloud to see what's going on and how you might want to tune your settings. After some testing, we found a setup that serves as a great starting point for us. And with that, our trial ends. So, how did we do on part 2 of our MVP goal? For a fair comparison, we compare the CI/CD pipelines of our DIY solution to the DTE solution, with all projects as affected and no cache hits. In terms of performance, it was about the same, which is not bad news. And here's why. Let's look at theoretical cost. I say theoretical cost because I don't want to convert CircleCI credits to US dollars. What is simpler to share and understand is the number of containers used in the CI/CD pipeline. The more you use, the higher the cost. The DIY solution overall uses a very large number of containers. However, may I get the audience to slightly tap their desks? Those online, you can do the same if you want. The DTE solution, which is simpler, more maintainable, even when it's set up as a hybrid, was able to do the same amount of work in the same amount of time with approximately 75% fewer containers. Very important before you celebrate. This does not equal 75% reduction in cost. However, it's still a significant reduction nonetheless, and there's still room for improvement. For the projects that got broken out of DTE, we can plan efforts to improve them, and then we can reincorporate them, as well as additional tasks, into the DTE solution. With this initial boost of efficiency and the promise of only getting better from here, I think it's safe to say the DTE solution outmatches the DIY solution. We achieved part 2 in our overall MVP goal of our NX Cloud trial. So, in conclusion, Nx DTE is designed to fully optimize your CI/CD performance, not only in terms of time, but also cost. If you are in an enterprise setting and considering embarking on your own journey towards Nx DTE, I encourage you to do so. And from our experience, here are 3 takeaways to keep in mind. First, consider a short-term plan for setting up DTE, and then a long-term plan for transitioning to DTE. Nx DTE is not all or nothing. Start with the simple tasks, maybe even a hybrid solution if you have to. Keep it as one-to-one as possible with your existing CI/CD setup. You can always add more to the DTE and tweak as you go. Second, be patient when turning that dial. It can take numerous tries to find the best number of agents and level of parallelism that suits your needs. Monitor the agent utilization and turn that dial however you need to, whenever you need to. And lastly, your mileage may vary. Every monorepo is different. The challenges that we faced may not be something that you face. You may face challenges that we didn't have to. Regardless, always remember, if you ever get stuck, have no fear. NX is here. Because even in moments when the beat falls flat, NX will continue to party, and they will guide you through any and all issues and ensure that you are set up for success. Everyone, thank you for journeying through this enterprise experience with me. Here's a QR code to the slides, and I hope you all enjoy the rest of the conference. Thank you.